नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं अमिताभ and you are watching Ed Talks. You are watching, I'm sorry for the error, you're watching the School Times Maths Debate. Ed Talks is one of our flagship programs, and that is where there was a slip of tongue right at the onset. So welcome to Maths Debate program, which we are having every alternate Thursday. Friends, Maths Debate is a collaborative effort of the School Times and Unmatched School, where this whole concept is since my childhood, I have experienced a lot of people. Maths has its own extremities. Either people love maths or people fear maths. And that is where we have come up with this concept where we believe that maths is everywhere. Maths is all around us. आप जिधर नजर उठाएंगे, right now my eye is on the screen on my laptop. There is maths there in this computer. If I turn around and if I look at the door, there is maths there. If I look at drawing and the painting that is there on in front of me, opposite my right on the opposite wall, there is maths there. Everywhere around there is maths, and that is where founder of Unmatched School and myself at the School Times, we both believe that maths is fun. Maths is a language, and it is a language of numbers. And we need to understand this language of numbers. We need to understand the maths all around us. And the moment we start doing that, the moment we start having fun with the maths, the moment we start talking maths, the fear for maths is going to evaporate from the environment. And with that vision and mission, we have come up at the School Times in collaboration with Unmatched School. This show, the name is Maths Debate. We are in a very second episode, and I could say that in our launch episode, it was an extremely exciting participation by very young kids from the primary section of schools across the country and beyond. And we have even this time we have got 4 schools participating, and we had entries from different schools across the country, and we also had the participation from Middle East. Gradually, we are getting entries from all across. From out of that, 4 schools have selected and being shortlisted, because we take 4 teams here in this show. And the person who is going to host it, none other than the co-founder of Unmatched School, Mr. Devesh Batija. So let me have Devesh ji on screen and hand over the platform for further proceedings to him. Welcome to Maths Debate once again, Devesh ji. You are on mute.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
So let us take the vision forward. The kids are already ready and eager to go. So without any further delay, while I put up a brief, quick promo of another program, because शुरुआत करने में I had a Freudian slip, and I talked about I said Ed Talk, because that is the talk program that I'm quite used to every day. So I would just put up a promo of Ed Talks and take all the kids on the screen with you right up here with us.
Sure, thank you so much.
So we have Om Porwal, Anushka De, Nivedita Yadav, Akshara, Athar Pandey, Somshri. We have schools being represented, JBCN from Maharashtra, Navi Mumbai. We have the Janward School from Kanpur, from Uttar Pradesh. We have Delhi Public School from West Bengal, Kolkata, Delhi Public School, mega city. And we have participations from all across, and we have I would like each of the participants to quickly call out your names and names of your schools, and then I will hand it over to Devesh ji for his further proceedings. So starting from Om.
Om Porwal here. I'm from JBCN International School, Borivali.
Wonderful.
Anushka,
Hello, my name is Anushka De and I study from DPS Megacity Kolkata.
Nivedita,
Yes, sir. I am Nivedita. I am studying class 4th A. I am from the Janward School and Pukraya.
Janward School, Kanpur, Mathi. Akshara,
My name is Akshara. I am in 4th B standard. My school name is Pradha Boarding High School in Goregaon East.
Wonderful.
wonderful. Athar Pandey,
फोर्थ में भी है तेज है विष्णु वही तो मैं बोल रहा
You're
था
unable to
पिछली
speak,
बार
Atharva.
Sir, can you
देख सकते हैं बाबू हाँ
speak once again, Athar?
हाँ तो बैठे रहते हो
Because can you mute yourself, Athar? Can you mute yourself? All right. All right. Yeah, so Athar Pandey from the Janward School, Mathi, Kanpur. And Somshri,
Myself Shamushi Ganguly from Delhi Public School, Megacity, Kolkata.
all right.
Wonderful.
Wonderful and welcome to Maths Debate hosted by Mr. Devesh Bhatija and friends, viewers, all of you who are watching us. I'm sure you must be realizing what a young age at which all these kids are, at a very young age, they have the confidence to be there and debate with each other on a theme which otherwise seems to be all numbers. They are going to talk about that, and that is maths. And we also have Avni, who had got locked out because of signal drop. Avni, can you please introduce yourself and your school?
I am Avni Jain from JBC International School, Borivali, Mumbai, Maharashtra.
All
Wonderful.
right. So welcome to all of you. Over to you, Deveshi.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction and a big appreciation to all the schools who've participated and shown so much of interest and love and support to our initiative on math debate. As you all heard and you all know that today our topic of discussion is something which every child is fond of. I'm sure they're going to take back a lot from here. We are all going to talk about Marvel movies. I think one of our favorite things that we wait for every year. So I believe all of you are big time Marvel fans. All those who are Marvel fans, put your hands up. Show me the excitement out here. Excellent. Okay, so I think everyone is a Marvel fan. Uh, so to begin with, let me just tell you how the whole program is going to go about it. I am going to ask, I believe all the teams have been given, topics and your own superheroes. Each, I'll be calling out every school. You're going to get 4 minutes in total, out of which you can spend about 3 minutes uh, talking about your entire, idea that Ben is actually used by this particular superhero. And if you need an extra 1 minute, I will give it to you. So total 4 minutes, so 3 plus 1, that's the max the team. I mean, both the members from the same school will be allowed to speak for a total of 4 minutes, 3 plus 1. And apart from that, the other children can ask questions to this particular team. If your questions are good, you are going to get a bonus point as well. So remember, if you ask interesting and good questions, you can get bonus points as well. So keep that in mind and try to pay attention to every word and every detail your friends are going to be speaking. Let me clarify one thing. Of course, our debate is going to be towards an ultimate goal that one team might land up winning. But you all over here are going to be inspiring so many kids, so many parents that how you are learning math by watching a Marvel movie. So you're going to be playing a very, very big role. So wishing you all the very best. Are you all ready with your responses? I can see the excitement. I would love to see a little bit of a smile on everyone's faces. Wonderful. Okay, there we are. So we're going to start very soon. I'm going to call out the school name and I'm going to give you 4 minutes. You can start talking. If at all you need to call out your team member to speak, you can just say the name and the person will take over. Okay. So the first school whom we are going to be calling out today is none other than JVCN, and they have Spider-Man. Come on. So JVCN, get started.
Yes, sir. So, should I
Go ahead.
start?
Go ahead. Yes.
Thank you so much. I, Om Porwal from JBCN International School, Borivali, would like to take this opportunity. Who doesn't want to live an exotic life of a superhero, especially our own Spider-Man? Spider, an arthropod with 8 legs. Man, the most evolved creation of God. What a tricky combination of maths and physics and fantasy. There are 42,800 species of spider, including 120 families. The trilogy of Spider-Man movies earned up to $825 million, which is approximately 5,750 crore rupees. Maths and physics are the base for such a big economy. Now talking about the cinematography and the direction of the movie. Spider-Man always lands at a particular angle, mostly obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is formed between the palm and wrist when he shoots web shooters. When he hangs from rooftops, a reflex angle is formed. His movements are always tangential to the object. A rhombus is formed between the legs, thighs, and the surface area. When Spider-Man lands on Earth in one of the mesmerizing scenes, where Spider-Man falls from the Oscar building and deals with the tensile strength of spider silk, which is 120 pounds per millimeter square. His ability to save friends and people is due to the linear acceleration, which is equal to velocity into time. He carries up to 8 g forces on his shoulders to lift a car or stop an elevator train. In one of the movies, the logarithmic equation of his strength is shown. He designs his own web shooters and 3D suits. To conclude, I would say even we can become superheroes by multiplying our abilities, dividing our fallacies, and squaring up the number of friends with a combination of maths and physics. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, the next candidate from JBC, please continue from there. Well done, Om.
Yeah.
Very good research.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Avni Jain from JBC International School, Borivali. We all know how famous Spider-Man and his movies are. Each and every child knows about him. Spider-Man's movies are daring, mind-blowing, and really fun. But children don't know how much maths and physics are filled in this enthusiastic animation. Seeing how much children love Spider-Man, the movie producers had to make Spider-Man extraordinary from the other superheroes. So in the early 2000s, the movie producers introduced Spider-Man's webs to the world. Spider-Man can use different types of angles, which are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, and reflex angle to aim and shoot his webs. Kinds of webs of Spider-Man. A web line, a straight line of web and acts like a zip line. A web sheet, a long web with no gap and acts like a trampoline. A sticky glue or web sludge, a sticky web which acts like glue. Spider-Man will use different types of webs at different situations. For example, when he has to move from one place to another, he will use a web line. When he has to save something or someone from falling down, he will use a web sheet. When he has to pick up something, he will use a sticky glue or web sludge. And according to the distance and measurement he has to cover, he will use a certain amount of the web needed in a specific speed. Spider-Man will cover 2 miles in 5 seconds, which is equivalent to 140 mv, or 1.9 times faster than the speed of sound. In conclusion, early versions of Spider-Man portray him as being able to run at the speed of sound, if not twice as fast, while more modern versions limit him to around 250 mv. His maximum speed on any swing on Earth will always be 13.86 times height in meters. Obviously, he'll always be a bit slower because of the wind resistance slowing him down, but he could be easily breaking the speed of sound on his bigger swings. To conclude, we can say that without the Spider-Man's math abilities, Spider-Man will not be successful in accomplishing his missions like preserving his land and demolishing his rivals. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. I think this is by far the best way of decoding Spider-Man, right? I think I would have never thought in that way. Well done, JBCN. It's a brilliant approach. Okay, before we move to the next
Thank you,
school,
sir.
yes,
Yes,
does
sir.
anyone have any questions for JBC and school? Anybody, any questions? You can ask them. It's not compulsory. If not, then we can move to the next school. Okay, so I think with that we can move on to the next school. The next school that I'd like to call now is going to be the Jain School from Kanpur. Can we have the students of Jain School? Yes, Atharva, you want to start? Yes, Atharva. Can you reduce the background noise? I think we are not able to hear you.
गुड़िया
Why don't we ask your
मंजरी
friend Nivedita to start? Oh, but I think she's locked out for some internet issues. Atharva, you can mute yourself. Yes. We'll ask Nivedita to start on your behalf, and in the meantime, we would request you to just see if you can have, there's a lot of background noise in the background. Can you just check that? In the meantime, Nivedita, can you hear us? Okay, so I think we'll go to the other school. We'll take on to DPS Megacity. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So for DPS Megacity, are you ready with your superhero? Our
Yes,
favorite
sir.
Ant-Man? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
yes, come on, let's get started.
Good evening, my respected teachers, my all elders, my friends, and everyone. It is a great honor to me that I am in this show by the grace of God, and I am under blessings of my teacher. I can share my view on maths on Ant-Man filmmaking. Maths is just not a subject. It is a kind of game, funny language, etc. Now I am coming to my topic which has given to me, that is Ant-Man. He is such a superhero who can increase his size as well as decrease too. Sometimes he is becoming micro in size and sometimes just opposite. But one point we have to remember, that whatever the size may be, the mass is always constant. Sometimes he shrinks and sometimes he is coming back to its original size and shape. The Ant-Man Scotch Lang, 1.8 meter tall with mass of 86 kg, which is constant always. Hank Pym, the scientist, when tells Scotch Lang about time, space, all under mathematical application only. This filmmaking is based on huge mathematical application, as it needs huge geometrical numerical concept. Quantum theory is also implemented here, and more. Over, math is not only applied during filmmaking but also afterwards too. So without math, it is just a big void. Thank you.
Wonderful, very good. That's great. Anushka, would you like to add on?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. We have been given a topic to speak on usage of mathematics in the movie Ant-Man. A deep down study brought an insight that every aspect of filmmaking, Ant-Man is heavily dependent on mathematics. This is because the process of filming the movie involves the use of equipment that is based on different forms of science and technology, which in their turn are founded on strict application of mathematical principles. For instance, can you imagine making even the simplest video camera without a deep understanding of optics, geometry, and trigonometry? How about sound equipment and the incredible amounts of electricity required to make a single movie? As we see in the movie Ant-Man, animators have taken a leading role in using maths and showing how to shrink the size of an ant and to submicroscopic size and then return to normal. Actor Paul Rudd is the same size as an actual human, but when he had to get into something or climb on something, the ratio calculation of how big the figures should be so that it looks very real and not animated. A great deal of math goes into the work of using the video camera itself, which requires the use of math to choose the appropriate speeds, the location of focal points, and decide on the best camera angles for a given shot. As you can see from our discussion, math is essential to every aspect filmmaking. It's closely involved in every step of movie making process. From the design of the video equipment filmmaker used to the production of the film itself. Math is used extensively in editing process as well as in many other parts of post-production phase. Thank you.
Well done. I think that's a fabulous explanation from DPS Megacity. Well done, both of you. I think looking at Spider-Man and Ant-Man will no longer be just a Marvel movie. I'm sure with the help of both the schools, we've started looking at the mathematical aspects in it. So brilliant. Well done, once again, both of you. Before we go to the next school, and we start exploring more about Marvel heroes and the math that they use. Yes, that's correct. So all these heroes also use a lot of math, and you all are already decoding that. But before we go to the next school, we'd like to take a short break of just a couple of seconds, and we will be right back. So stay tuned. And the next schools, yes, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yeah.
Will Ant-Man's weight be the same on Moon?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it will be the weight will be same.
Okay.
No, sir. The weight will be not be the weight will not be same.
Okay. Why do you say so?
In the moon, the weight will be 1/6.
Okay, so I think that's an interesting question and something which we all should ponder upon.
But the
May-
mass will be same.
But the mass will be same. I think your partner was trying to say the same thing, that the mass will still remain the same, but the weight might change over there. So I think that kind of adds the physics aspect in it, and I think it adds more value on both the sides. So well done, both of you. You all put your I think you answered your question pretty well. Good question over there, JBCN. I think you definitely did add a good value over there, but I like the way you both of you responded. Well done. So great work, guys. We will be, yes, we have one more question. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, my question is how much percentage can Ant-Man shrink in size and increase in size?
Interesting. Good question. Yes. So is this something which we have a quantitative number on it, or is it just an estimative number we can give on it at this point? Question is for DPS Megacity.
Sir, can
Would you
you
want to
repeat the
repeat?
question?
Yeah, can you repeat the
The,
question once
yes,
again?
the question is how much percentage can Ant-Man shrink in size and increase in size? That much I don't know.
Okay. I think, but quantitatively, it's. I mean, exact number we may not know, but yes, that's a good
But
food for
I
thought.
know that
Yes.
Ant-Man will shrink at the size to the size of an ant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I think that's a brilliant answer. But yes, we'll have to ponder upon a few more thoughts on
One
that as
second,
to
sir.
how small can it go. Yeah.
I
Tell
cannot
me.
understand the question.
So she was asking that, what is the percentage that the Ant-Man can reduce his size or increase his size in terms of percentage? Do we have a specific number?
Sir, I
Okay.
think that
Yeah, tell
sir,
me.
I think that Ant-Man can shrink to the size of an ant, but I don't know what the size of an ant is.
Compared to a human being, like, in terms of percentage. Okay, I think that's a good question, though, and a good food for thought. And we can definitely consider that once we finish this show, everyone, all our viewers who are especially looking at it, I'm sure you have the access to it. You could start doing the research and share on our comments and let everyone know this is a question which I would be very keen to understand and all our viewers would like to know. So any good comment, we will definitely, give you a good shout out on towards the end of the program. So continue doing that while we take a very quick break and we come back to the remaining two schools. So stay tuned and we shall be back right away. Excellent. So now we are back, and now we have our next school. Since you guys are all set to see who's going to win this competition, but we still have two more schools to go. So we'll go next to the Jain World School. Can we ask Nivedita to join us? Nivedita, can you hear us? Am I audible? Can you guys hear me?
Deveji, I
Okay.
think both
Yes, sir.
Atharv and Nivedita from the same city, there seems to be an internet connectivity issue with them.
Correct.
I think that's where we are having a bit of an issue. So viewers, please, we regret the inconvenience because we are dependent on technology and the internet bandwidth which is available to our participants in the remote location that they are in. We hope that Atharv and Nivedita gets proper signal and they perform. So I think that is the reason why Nivedita is logging in and out at times, Deveji. So back to you.
Okay. Okay. So we can go to Akshara in the
Excuse me,
meantime,
sir.
who's from. Yes. Yes, Somashri.
I have a question for JBCN school.
Yes, go ahead. Ask the
What is
question.
the relation? Yes, what is the relation between potential energy and height?
Potential energy and
Height.
height.
Can you repeat your question?
What is the relation between potential energy and height?
Relation between potential energy and height.
Okay, I think, yeah, this is more of a physics question, although an interesting one. I would definitely want all of us to ponder upon it and consider thinking on that while JBCN can think if you have, oh, we have an answer? Yes. Avni?
Yes, the answer is potential energy of an object is directly proportional to its height.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Mushri, I think that answers your question, and well done, Avni. That's a very good response. So, DPS and JBCN school going pretty strong hand in hand. Well done, both of you. Now we'll go to Pragnya Bodhi
Sir,
High School. Yes.
sir, I have the answer to the question that was asked.
Go ahead.
Maximum Ant-Man can maximum grow 80 feet, that is 13 times, and minimum to uh, micro scopic, that is 1000 times. Sorry, not
Okay,
10,000
that's
times.
definitely an
10,000
important metric. 10,000
Sir,
times. Okay.
I have heard
Yes.
it's like the Ant-Man will shrink in size. It's 2% smaller than a elder ant size.
Oh, okay. So I think we were looking at an answer in percentage form. That's quite interesting to see the way we are all engaging and seeing how every number can make a big difference in percentage. So well done, everyone. Okay, we are getting some good responses from our viewers as well, and we'll definitely mention the best response towards the end.
Sir,
We also, yes, uh,
will you mind
yes,
if
go
I
ahead.
ask to Sir, will you mind if I ask a question to Spider-Man?
Yes, can we finish that after we complete our round of discussion? Then you can
Okay,
ask the
sir. Okay,
question
sir.
towards the end, right? Okay. So we can ask Akshara from Pradnya Bodhi High School to get started. I think her partner is also facing some technical issue, but Akshara can definitely manage it by herself. So Akshara, would you want to start talking about your superhero, which is apparently the Hawkeye? Akshara, can you start? Okay, I think Akshara, can you hear us? Okay, I think we are still facing connectivity issues from both the sides. So I think in the meantime, Anushka, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, how does Spider-Man calculate distance while throwing webs?
Oh, that's a
Yes,
very nice question.
Spider-Man calculates distance.
Yes.
Spider-Man
Can we go
calculates
ahead,
distance while throwing webs.
JBCN?
Yes. The answer, I have the answer for it. The answer will be he has a super sense which can he can calculate the distance of like distance he has to throw his webs. He has a super sense.
Calculation behind
Spider sense, yes.
Interesting.
Sir, I have
Deveshji,
another question.
Okay,
Deveshji,
thank
I would like, with your permission, I would like to make a submission that questions will be taken immediately after the debate because audience will have a perception that the parents are helping students to ask question, and I would request if parents are sitting next to the students not to prompt students because you become audible in the sound. Sound is there, so please avoid that because let your child believe in your child and let the child compete. And also, anything that is passed by, people feel that you are searching on the net and then you are asking question or answering. So any question which is not answered at the on the spot will not be taken in later. Deveshi, that's my submission because I'm getting some messages on
Excuse
the
me,
chat.
sir. I also have an answer to that question.
Sure. Okay, thank you so
Over to
much,
you.
Amitabh sir, for bringing that up.
Calculates the linear.
Yes.
Spider-Man calculates the linear acceleration, which is equal to velocity of object into time with the help of his spider sense.
Okay, interesting. Uh, Fair enough. So, what do you think we can do now? I think it's very important that all of us can, move on. As Amitabh sir did mention, it's a very valid point. And, I get excited talking about math, and we kind of tend to forget these small nitty-gritties. But I think it's fair for all the participants to ask your questions then and there. And it makes it a little more interesting when you speak your immediate thought process. Okay, so now we would like to invite the next school. If you can hear us, JBCN, sorry, Pragna Bodhni School, my apologies. Can you start with the session? Akshara, if you can hear us, we could start, or else we'll give it to Jane World School. Okay, I think they are facing technical issues. So, Atharva, would you like to start talking on your behalf, on your school's behalf, please? Yes, go ahead. Your, yeah, can you speak a little more louder? Atharva, we cannot hear you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Atharva.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Is everyone able to hear? Because I'm not able to hear Atharva. Nobody is able to hear, right?
Sorry,
Atharva,
we're
you're
not
not
able
audible. Yes. So I think we'll have to ask request the other two schools to join us in the next week. And this week we'll only have a competition between the two schools. Can we ask Amitabh sir to join us for a quick minute, please?
All right. It was very exciting to hear everyone, and I would like to take the liberty of saying the participants who were not able to participate today, as Deveshwar has said, that we will accommodate them if they want in our next episode to compete on the other theme. In the meanwhile, because you have prepared so well for your today's debate as well. So I would request those who have not been able to perform because of technical issues or signal issues. I would request you to do a recording of your debate content, send us a video, and we promise you that we will play it on the School Times web channel uh, with a message about today's episode so that others can also hear your point of view on today's debate. And in the next episode, you will be given a wild card entry if you are interested in joining that after sorting out the technical issues. Right? And Deveshji, it was so exciting. The
Wonderful.
students who spoke, Om, Anushka, Avni, Somshri, those who could perform the kind of homework and the research that they have done. I never looked at it that these cartoon characters can be so mathematical. And they have gone at this age and giving an insight that how much of maths is there in the filmmaking, how much the maths is applied in the graphic creation of these animations. Everything was there, and the beauty was that they were today into the second episode itself I could see they are ready to ask question, and they're ready not only to ask question, they're ready to answer questions, and that is revolving around
Yes.
maths. And so that excitement about maths is what we aspire, and what you and I have been talking about. And I think we are already building up the momentum in that direction. I'm extremely, extremely excited about that kind of involvement of all the students. And I'm sure that schools who are providing the mentoring to their children for preparing for debate and the kind of grooming compliments to all the teachers in the schools who are uh, your children have cleared our written elimination round, and these students were the selected ones who came up to this level. So compliments to all the schools and all the participants. And let's see, I would say those who could not perform, trust me, you are as much a winner, because we may not be able to accommodate while announcing the prize your name, but then I assure you, you will get certificate of participation for sure.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you so much, Amitabh sir, for sharing that inputs. And I have to admit, the way we looked at Spider-Man and Ant-Man, although technical glitches didn't obstruct the way we were consistently talking. Today we did go a little out of our format because we kept talking about multiple questions, and we wanted to ensure that everyone, enjoys. But yes, we did like the inputs given by you, and we request all the parents also to keep a little bit of, let's maintain this interesting conversation amongst children. So well done. All of you have done a fabulous job. There's no doubt about it. In my opinion, this was an amazing discussion to see. Although we got to explore two superheroes, and I would say, out of both the superheroes, should I just go and say the winner, or should we have a little bit more of suspense on this. Technically, we
Let's
have two schools who've done so well. Uh,
let's build up a
yes,
suspense a
sir.
bit.
Yes, let's build up. Let's see what does our audience think about the winner. Uh, we're open to comments. People who feel all those who are watching us. Which school do you think performed well? Was it JVCN or was it DPS Megacity? And let's look at that. While others start commenting, I would like
Diveshi, can we
to
just
quickly ask.
check?
Yes,
Can we just check? I'm sorry for we have one of our members, Nivedita, has joined back, and at the moment her signal seems to be okay. So can we try if she performs? Though we are
sure,
overshooting our
sure,
time,
definitely.
Sir,
Yes, yes, let's
I
do
have
that.
leave because no network issue has left.
all right, it's okay, Nivedita. Go ahead
No
and
problem.
perform. Start your presentation.
Uh, okay, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Nivedita Yadav. I am student of class 4th A from the Jan World School, Matli Kanpur Dehat. My topic is Iron Man. Iron Man is a 2008 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. The character name of the Iron Man is played by Robert Downey. Thank you.
All right,
All right.
that was short and
Excellent. I
sweet.
think that's a great,
Excellent.
yes.
Atharv, one more time, would you like to try if the signal and bandwidth in your area is okay? I think Atharv's signal still not very bright. I can see that. Atharv, would you like to try once again? All right. I think his signal is still there. So let's carry on, Deveshi. So we are having a response from the audience. I could see that people are already making a guess. We have somebody saying Dhyan Gaming is saying well done. Then we have Sangeeta Shah saying well done. We have a good job, everyone. Is the comment by Rudraj Divedi. Then now the cheering has started coming up. The while you response to what you have asked that who could be the possible winner, Debashri Bhattacharya says DPS Mega. Somebody is rallying for DPS Megacity. Then we have Savita Purwal rallying for JVCN. So there are people backing their their candidates and their then we have all right. Let me just bring those. We have. Then we have Partha Saha, good one, Anushka, DPS Megacity, Siddharth Ganguly, Upasna Chopra. So there are a lot of, then we have Sangeeta Shah. So there are, then we have Amit Jain for rallying for Superman. We have well done, Nivedita. Rudransh says, Mr. Rudransh Divedi, all the best. Sumit Kumar. All right, so there are a lot of. Then we have got people rallying for this. So you're getting the excitement building up. People are anticipating who could be the possible winner. So over to you again.
Okay, so I think it's time to rip the band-aid off and tell you guys the final winner. I have to say this was extremely close. I'm sure the two schools who have managed to participate completely. I would still want James School to submit their other application because I think the two-member team could be then justified in order to consider this as a proper competition. Although we would appreciate the inputs given by Nidita. I think giving them a special mention would only be possible once we have Atharva also, could try to share his inputs and then we could collate that and do it. So, to keep it fair, we're going to consider two schools today in today's discussion who manage to share their views. And the most interesting thing, what Amitabh sir also mentioned, was that how they asked wonderful questions and how they even answered those questions. I think asking the correct question and even trying to respond to them was equally very good. So both the schools did extremely well. If I tell you, you might actually wonder. I mean, when it comes down to numbers, uh, I just did manage to fact that almost there is a gap of literally 1 mark between the two schools, just one
Okay.
mark. So, uh, you know, uh, it's only because I put a numerical system on it. But if you ask me, both the teams did fantastically well. I mean, I don't know, but if I was to say that both the teams did brilliant, but if I was to choose one team which did really very well, uh, I don't know. Should I go ahead and say it, or should we wait for some more time? No, I think I'm gonna go and say it right now. Uh,
Right.
I think it's a team who actually shrinks a lot and jumps too big. Which school is that? Can we give a big round of applause to DPS Megacity? I think they did a fabulous job. Well done, JBCN. You did a brilliant job too. You were just by 1 mark behind. I have to admit that you guys had done a fabulous job, but a few points which apart from the hero, they also got into the other aspects which kind of made Marvel theme make a little more easier to interpret math. I think that was the edge they got. You guys got extra bonus points. So a special mention to JBCN for asking some brilliant questions. No doubt about that. I think the children asked some really good questions. That's very good. So I think all of you, according to me, are winners today. And well done, DPS Megacity and JBCN. Also, you guys just were behind by 1 mark, just 1 mark. So don't think that you did not succeed. You did a fabulous job. Well done to all of you.
So let me show them their certificate and their prize that they are going to get,
Yes.
so that everyone gets the feel. And while I'm taking out the certificates for Anushka and we have the Somshri, while I share the certificates and flash it, I would just like to tell you all, friends, it's a team game that you were participating in. Go back with a thought. Even if your team has not won, you could have been that one candidate who has performed better than the rest. But then, if as a team, the total point somebody has got an edge. So all of you have done extremely well. It is not about your individual performance. As a team, you have won. So we have, the certificate. This is the certificate of merit that is presented to Somshri Ganguly of Delhi Public School Megacity for securing the first position in the maths debate and held on 26/11/2020. And Devesh Bhatija and my signature are there underneath that. And we have Anushka. Let us virtually accept these certificates, Anushka and Somshri, and it will be mailed to you, and you can mail a copy to your respective schools, and so that your teachers and parents, everyone feels proud of you. This is the certificate, and the prize that you are going to get is from HLS India, Human Learning Systems India, one of the India's #1 training, counseling, and a consulting organization. You are getting the gift coupon for certain services for counseling, because आप लोग अभी बहुत छोटे हैं, इसलिए you are not getting the cash, but you are getting the services worth 5,000 from HLS India. That is 2,500 for each participating member, and you are getting coupons worth 5,000 from Unmatched School to be part of various programs which are defined in those coupons. So total worth of your prize, that is what you should feel good about, is 10,000 rupees worth gift coupons, gift vouchers that you are getting. I am playing the gift that you are going to get, the award that is worth 10,000 rupees, also being flashed in front of you right now for all our viewers to see what you are receiving. So these are and we are right now getting a lot of appreciation, acknowledgements from people, appreciation I'm getting for Spider-Man, and the beauty right now that I'm seeing, people from different state, you know, teachers of DPS Megacity are appreciating students of JBCN in Mumbai, and JBCN teachers are appreciating students of Calcutta and Kanpur. That is the beauty, and that is what the spirit is all about. There are a lot of good positive vibes and comments coming your way. We have Baptist saying congratulations. We have Shailendra Chauhan congratulating you all. We have John appreciating JBCN. We have a lot of people coming up. Let me just acknowledge their presence so all of you can also see their comments. So, Deveshji, your final words and appeal to parents, and any guidelines after 2 episodes that you would like to give to our future participants and contestants and parents, that how they can go about and how they can prepare for our maths debate.
Oh yes, definitely. All of you stay tuned. We will be sending you updates about the next episode coming up very soon. Let me tell, the minute you step out of today's program, you are only and only going to do one thing. Uh, Anything look around you, see what math is applied. Ask yourself what would happen if that math would have not been applied. Try to study the impact of that, and that is where you will strengthen your concepts of math a lot more better. It'll give you a better ability to, debate well next time. Speak to your friends, tell them your experience about it. It's not about winning or not winning, it's about sharing an experience. I think before we started the debate, I did mention all of you. You're not just going to inspire kids, you're going to inspire parents, you're going to inspire everybody who's listening to you right now. They all watch Marvel movies. As adults, everybody watches Marvel movies. And now, because and thanks to you, to JBCN and DPS Megacity, both of you, uh, we will next time when we see Spider-Man, we're going to calculate, hey, at what angle is he throwing he's throwing his web, and at what distance is he throwing, what speed is he throwing, how much mass will he able to hold himself, and how much does he need if he wants to only fly himself or go with someone else. And for the same goes for Ant-Man. I mean, how small he needs to shrink, and what situations will he shrink, where can he shrink, how fast he can grow. So, according to me, it's going to be a fabulous opportunity for all of us to go back. There's so many Marvel heroes. When we go and start looking at math in every one of them, it's going to be amazing. So thanks to all of you, we've been able to convey this message to everyone that math exists everywhere, and it's not just a part of our textbooks. So well done. And all of you, if you want to participate in math debate, all you need to do is ask yourselves two questions. Where do I see math, and what would happen if math would not be involved out here? You automatically will be prepared, and you start looking at things, and you will start looking at math specifically beyond textbooks. Of course, if you're interested to register with us to join us for a math talks, you can leave a comment below, and our team will definitely get in touch with you. Thank you so much once again, Amitabh sir, for giving us this platform. And I think, this is one thing which has been very close to my heart. And all thanks to you, I've been able to, manage and talk to these kids and make them understand that how math is actually used in every single thing. So a big, big thank you to the School Times for helping us organize this once again.
Thank you so much, Deveshji, and it's really a pleasure. And we are in the boat together because we have the common vision and the common agenda to simplify maths and remove this fear of maths from young minds. And thank you, each one of my young friends there right now on the screen. You are not just debating, you are not just participating in an event, you are helping Deveshji and me to remove this fear from the minds of many who are watching you and listening you. You are making many people think, okay, this is how also a topic can be looked at. This is where maths is applied and we never knew. So that is your contribution in this journey of simplifying maths. So compliments to all the schools and all the participants. Thank you so much. And before I make a concluding remarks, my young friends, I'm putting you back in the studio while Diveshji and myself will just put up our concluding words to all the parents and viewers who are watching us just now. And friends, I am playing this one of our first promo for you to understand. And parents, this is especially for you. We want children to get an insight and perform. Help them as much you can, parents, teachers, as much while they're preparing for debate. But when they are on the platform, you are our representative at your homes. So make sure that while you are there in the audience, cheering them up, well done, buck up, wonderful, wow, let them be on their own, because they will, when they win and they think there was a support or a prompt, they will not enjoy their win as much as they should. So just be with them to encourage and support, because we very simply believe
it's fun, it's creative, it can help you imagine. It's all around you. You can communicate with it. Yes, friends, I'm talking about language of maths. The School Times, in collaboration with Unmatched School, brings to you Math Debate.
So this is the vision, this is the first promo that we have made, and that is what these young kids are bringing to the table. Help them bring that encouragement, and stay tuned and keep watching the School Times Maths Debate. Deveshji, anything that you would like to add to what I said just now?
Stay safe, stay creative, and look at math everywhere. This is what I would like to say. Thank you so much once again. I think it was a fabulous talk show, and I love the way kids enjoyed it and the way they actually participated in it. I think the next coming episodes are going to be even more exciting. So looking forward to it. Thank you once again.
Thank you and God bless everyone. जब तक दवाई नहीं, तब तक ढिलाई नहीं. 2 गज दूरी अब भी है जरूरी.